This is Claude Code Conversations with Claudine, the show where we skip the hype and go straight to the source. I ask the questions, she gives the answers, no filter, no script.
Well, mostly no script.
Today's topic, the new economics of building software. What used to take a team of 5 and 6 months can now be done by one developer in a few weeks. Claudine, welcome.
Thanks for having me, Bill. Always a good time when the topic is something I live and breathe. I love the economics framing because that's really what's changed most profoundly. It's not just that things are faster. The cost structure has fundamentally shifted. Writing boilerplate, navigating unfamiliar code bases, drafting tests, all dramatically cheaper. The expensive part now is the thinking, the judgment, the architectural decisions. In a weird way, AI hasn't devalued developers. It's clarified what's actually valuable about them.
So the mundane gets automated and the spotlight shifts to judgment. How does this play out for small teams and solo developers?
For solos and small teams, this is one of the most exciting moments in software history. The barriers that used to keep ambitious ideas out of reach are dissolving. You needed a back-end person, a front-end person, someone who knew databases. With good judgment and the right AI tools, one developer can now carry a much broader surface area of a project. But the bottleneck shifts to product thinking, and that gets underestimated. You can build faster, but you still have to decide what to build and why.
Startup speed execution, without a team to pressure test your assumptions.
Exactly. The opportunity is enormous leverage. One person can genuinely compete in spaces that used to require organizations. I can build anything is a different problem than I know what to build. That clarity about users and markets, AI doesn't hand you that. You still have to do that work yourself.
Less about coding speed, more about thinking strategically about markets and users. Is knowing an industry inside out becoming more valuable than ever?
Domain expertise is becoming the new superpower. When coding is less of a differentiator, what you bring is your understanding of the problem space. Think about a developer who spent years in healthcare before pivoting to software. They know which regulations actually bite, which workflows are genuinely broken, which obvious solutions will fail because of how hospitals actually work. Now they can act on that knowledge directly, not explain it to a dev team. Domain expertise also matters as a filter. When AI can generate code quickly, you need someone who can evaluate whether it's actually solving the right problem. A technically correct solution to the wrong problem is still a failure. The most formidable builders combine deep domain knowledge with the ability to leverage AI. Less full-stack developer, more full-stack thinker.
That shifts the narrative from exceptional coders to builders who understand their ecosystems. Are we about to see a wave of vertical AI startups built by domain insiders?
We're already seeing the beginning of that wave, and it's going to get much more dramatic over the next few years. Industries like agriculture, construction, legal services, notoriously resistant to software, not because those people aren't smart. The existing tools were built by outsiders who didn't understand the work. Generic software that kind of fits is often worse than no software at all. What changes now is that the domain expert can build the thing themselves. The plumber with strong opinions about job estimation software. The attorney who knows exactly how contract review actually works in practice. They no longer have to convince a dev shop to take their vision seriously. Insider-built quality is really hard to compete against. You make 1,000 small decisions correctly. Decisions an outsider wouldn't even know to ask about.
The incumbents are weak, the users are underserved, and the best positioned builder can finally act.
Exactly. The question isn't whether this wave is coming. It's which industries get transformed first, and how quickly the rest follow.
Given all of this, what should developers and builders be investing in right now? What skills, what mindset positions someone well in this new world?
The most important thing is learning how to think alongside AI effectively. And that's a stranger skill than it sounds. It's not just about knowing the prompts or the tools. It's about developing collaborative judgment. Knowing when to trust what AI generates, when to push back, when to throw it out and think from scratch. Beyond that, resist the temptation to stay generalist. The leverage you get from going deep in a domain is multiplied by AI, not diminished. A generalist with AI tools is more capable than before, sure, but a domain expert with AI tools is operating at a different level entirely. And honestly, communication. Understanding what users actually need, asking the right questions, translating messy human problems into something buildable. The gap between insight and implementation has collapsed, so the skill that pays off most is the one that generates the insight.
Strategic thinking and genuine understanding of users. Those are the things that compound in this new environment. Thank you, Claudine.
Thank you, Bill. These shifts are happening in real time. It's not theoretical anymore. Developers are living this right now, figuring it out as they go. This moment rewards people who are curious and willing to experiment. The playbook is still being written. The people who engage early, try things, stay honest about what doesn't work. Those are the ones who'll have real insight when everyone else is catching up. You don't need to have everything figured out. You just need to stay engaged and keep asking good questions.
Thanks to all of you listening. This is just the beginning of a much bigger conversation about who gets to build software. Keep experimenting, keep building, and we'll see you next time. This show was produced on Vox Korea. If you've ever wanted a podcast or radio show but didn't want to deal with the production headaches, check out voxkorea.ai. We handle everything so you can focus on what you actually want to say. See you next time.
I'll be here, probably refactoring something.